Is about to begin a new day. That means we are going to take the last look at our today's special value, and we've had over 37,000 orders placed. It was so nice to stand on just as I was waiting, because this anti-fatigue on these mats just feel amazing from Bernini. They have thought of everything for the perfect experience to transform your space indoor, outdoor in terms of the look aesthetically, because they're so pretty. They feel the feel because of the anti-fatigue. So when you're by the sink doing the dishes, cleaning bottles, doing all the things, it feels nice under your feet. You see that triple mesh and how it almost acts like an incredible cushion. They've upgraded them now more than ever before, not tracking dirt in your house, because this will hold up to 11 pounds of dirt that you can clean later, shake it out. It's going to go down under the mesh, so it's not going to track in and out. And now, one of the biggest upgrades is also holding up to a ½ gallon of water when you use the drain plugs that we're going to show you how easy they are to use. So people have been buying these today, not just as mats in front of the door, but also as a place to put their dog bowls and those kinds of places in the kitchen next to the sink where water might spill, or if people are tracking snow and water from the pool and the lake and all of that. I mean, they just really are the perfect mat. There's less colors than when I launched at midnight. So if you want the, I'm going to step onto the leaf gray. If you want the leaf gray, we brought in 12,000. We have 4,400 remaining. It is the most popular and is the most limited. We actually sold out of one of the options that I loved that is now gone, that kind of had a similar color to this leaf gray. We have the leaf brown. We brought in over 16,000. We have 8,600. Now we're going into the fun. The leaf brown is the second most popular. Butterfly. So if you are into boho chic, if you are into whimsy, think Mackenzie Childs vibes, you will love the butterfly. I love the butterfly. It also comes with a new upgraded scallop border. So does hummingbirds. Hummingbirds, you can see the matching tonal scallop border, just beautiful from a decor perspective. And then multicolor floral also gives you that brand new upgraded scallop border as well. This is only $34.98 in its final presentation. Final chance before the price goes up. Use the $8 and change easy pay and do what we're seeing in this video. John Yiser, creator of the brand, we're watching transform spaces.
Yes.
In more ways than one, right?
Correct. Because we're using Terra Mesh technology to keep the dirt outside of your house. As you scrape your feet on the doormat, the dirt falls to the bottom layer, keeping the top layer clean so it doesn't re-attract dirt back into your house. Because we want to keep the dirt outside and in the mat and not into your house.
I mean, if that saves you a vacuum or a sweeping job once, the $34 pays for itself.
Let alone the damage that happens to your floors.
Right, and now one of the biggest upgrades is this is safe for all flooring.
Correct, all flooring. And look how easy it is, indoors, outdoors. It clears the low entryway on doors. Great for kitchens, anti-fatigue, as you mentioned. I love it in front of the kitchen sink. It actually is wind resistant, so it doesn't end up in your neighbor's yard. Pets love it because it's comfortable to stand on, and my dog sleeps on it, actually.
Yeah.
And again, the technology is, as your feet scrape on it, the dirt comes off the top from the scraping and then falls to the bottom layer. The top layer stays clean, keeping the dirt out of your house and clean inside your house.
And then when you have an affordable price point under $35, you can do what you just saw there. Double doors, get two, and get creative, because as you'll see, this isn't just pretty. It really is going to save you.
That was our goal.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, the material is called Terra Mesh. It's like a honeycomb design right here. And I'm going to go ahead and just lift this up so you can actually see it. The honeycomb design right here actually squishes down. This is the anti-fatigue portion, so your feet stand up here, squish down like that, super comfortable, but the dirt falls below. Now, what we're going to do is on this little rag right here, I've got actually moisture, just like if you were out in the rain or something like that. I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to come over to the dirt, walk through some dirt, and then we're going to go, yuck, we're going to come inside your house. No need to worry anymore. So when someone comes in, grandkids, neighbors, whatever it is, when they come in your house, they're going to scrape their feet. The shoe goes clean, but here's the best part. The surface of this, when I do the white glove test using a towel, I wipe over like this. There's no dirt on the towel because the dirt has gone beneath the surface, keeping the top of the doormat clean so it doesn't go into your house. So much so that it'll hold up to 11 pounds of dirt.
Wow.
Because it can hold so much in there.
That means like less work for you, because that's a lot
Correct.
of dirt. So you can really set it and forget it.
Exactly correct. And when you see how much dirt actually falls in, when I said 11 pounds, take a look what 11 pounds looks like. Now this is when you have, I think it was Cheryl called in and she said she was surprised when she went to clean her mat which is super simple to clean. You just go like this. How much dirt actually was stored? And you didn't even see that in the mat.
Wow.
Because it's actually hidden down below the surface. And if you watch right here, I'm gonna grab this right next to you. Watch what happens when you actually pour the dirt down in top. It actually disappears in the mat. That is the magic of Terra Mesh. As you can see, it's disappearing right down in here because we want the dirt to fall to the bottom surface and not be on the top surface, therefore it won't go back into your house.
And nobody is realistically going to be dumping that much dirt at once. It just shows how amazingly well made these are. I'd love to take you through your colors again.
For sure.
Remember now, and we'll show you this next, up to a ½ gallon of water will be held in these. So if you have a lake property or you've got a pool in the backyard or it's a rainy day or it's a snowy day or it's in the house and cups are spilling and bowls are spilling, guess what? It's now worry-free and it's going to trap all that stuff as well. Multicolor floral. This is one that has the brand new scallop.
Isn't that beautiful? I love that. My daughter, actually, she's the one that pushed me to actually do the scallops this year.
I love it. It's beautiful. Our hummingbirds, gorgeous. I love all the colors that you brought in this year.
Thank you.
Exclusive. Butterfly, a favorite from last year that you brought back.
Yes.
One that I own and love.
With the scallop borders now.
With the scallop borders now. And then we have two more classic options. We have the leaf brown and then we have the leaf black. We had more options. They have now sold out. Leaf gray is the most popular and most limited. So do not wait on the leaf gray. Do not wait to get this because this is our only order of the year. So the paw prints, that's all we have for 2025 that are now gone. But also our today's special value price is about to expire. Don't pay over $50 when you can pay $34.98. For the price for the look alone, if we went into some of those stores where you can find decor and mats, we would be so beside ourselves for something that was pretty. We would be more beside ourselves if it actually trapped the dirt the way this does. But then I've never seen any kind of mat like this also hold up to a ½ gallon of water.
That was the goal. So doormats are designed to either be on the outside or the inside of the house. When they're outside, you want to drain the water out. If it's raining and stuff, you don't want to trap the water. So as the doormat's being used, now here it is on the inside in a kitchen, great for anti-fatigue and great for pets. So the pets, when the kitty litter gets on the paws, we want that to go down inside the mat. Or if you actually have water, snow, or rain, you put the plugs. This is what's new this year. Plugs go in the drain holes, holds up to a ½ gallon of water. Watch when we slide the mat, there's no water under the mat. Now the reason is when you have the mat on the inside of your house, on these wood floors, you don't want water to come out of the mat. You want to protect the floors. Now outside, take the drain plugs out. That creates ventilation, and that means when you leave it outside, we want the water to drain out when it's raining. We want the air to flow through it. So it's great inside and outside. That was the goal of the mat, was to make it best for both conditions.
Well, it's huge right on the inside to be able to have something that traps water because let's say you have a dog bowl with water and it spills over time if you didn't know it. That water's going to your floor.
Correct. Exactly correct. Now, on the outside, this is the way we want our mat. Now, currently right now, we have a pad underneath here. The blue is indicating the water coming through the drain holes. This is what we want to be on the outside.
Because you want it to ventilate.
We want it to ventilate. We want it to do that. Now, on the inside, though, when the water spills, we don't want. So if you take a look at the pad right here, it's all white. There's no blue marks. That's because we have the plugs that come with the mat. You simply put the plugs in if you want it indoors. That will keep the water contained. So what that means is when you have the plugs in, there's no water going on the floor. When you have the plugs outside, you want it to drain. So outside, inside, one mat does best for both conditions.
It comes custom to you. You're gonna get the drain plugs and you can decide when you get it home. We're approaching 38,000 orders placed for the day. Over 600 people are ordering more than one right now, which is smart because we have the better price.
They look great when you put two in front of a door.
Yeah, it makes a big wow. You know, that to me looks like all of a sudden you have a catalog space, you know, and you didn't have to spend catalog price points, hundreds, thousands of dollars. These are indoor outdoor, but we know when we look in those magazines and we look at inspiration online and in social media, we look at the price and we go, what? I mean, I've looked at doormats that didn't have any functionality and they were hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So this is really an amazing thing to kind of do both at a $34 and change price point. If you want the leaf gray, we brought in 12,000. We're down to 4,200 available for the year. Here's your leaf brown. We have our new, like, beautiful and also our exclusive options here. So butterfly was a favorite from last year. You did add the scallop border this year. Hummingbirds is brand new and exclusive, and you get a black border on that one. And then our multicolor floral is gorgeous. This pop of green,
it looks really pretty.
I love this for indoor, but I also love this pop of green for an outdoor space. So, you know, just depending on where you're gonna put it. And speaking of, we have some inspo. I mean, thinking about what this door looks like, and I'll just pull the mat away if that's okay. Because by the way, you don't need to put anything under it. As I pull this away, it's fine. You know, it's a front door. It's fine. And you could have like a simple kind of,
correct,
you know, but then you put this here, and what does it do? It creates interest. It creates personality. It creates joy. You know, when people come to your door, what are they going to do? They look down.
Yes.
And they wipe their feet before they come in. So I love what an upgrade it is for $34 and change.
Yes, and it has an amazing look. So that was one of the goals, was to make sure that we have all the functionality, and as you mentioned, we want it to look beautiful and be an accent piece to your house.
This is everything. I mean, this is one of the ways that I use these in my home. So I have them on the outside and I have two on the inside. I just love the double doors, and having a mat that matches in front of each is just very luxurious.
Yes.
And it makes sense because you have two doors there. But as we go down, and this is also huge, I think, transferring into the inside here, that they are low profile.
Correct. We wanted to make sure we could clear all the doors because a lot of mats are too high and they won't clear the doorways on this.
Yeah. So just kind of thinking about, you've thought of all these things. I mean, this is
that was the goal.
I think before today, what, a 190,000 or more sold
over
at QVC. Over 200,000 sold at QVC. So every year, even though you love them, John really does go back to work to make them even better.
That was our goal. Was we've listened to the customers. Everyone at QVC told us what they wanted, so we invented something new. Now, this is the dirt scraping technology, Terra Mesh. What that means is that the top layer scrapes the dirt off your shoe and it hides it underneath the surface. This is what will be underneath your mat, keeping it off your floors. Now, indoors, outdoors, anti-fatigue, put it in front of a kitchen sink. It's super comfortable to stand on. Wind resistant, it won't end up at your neighbors. Pets love it because it's comfortable. And it's low profile, as we just mentioned, so you can clear the doors. Now, Terra Mesh technology, when you have dirt on the bottom of your shoes, we're gonna scrape it, except it's gonna fall to the bottom layer. The top layer stays clean, therefore it doesn't re-attract it back into your house, keeping that dirt outside in the mat instead of inside your house.
Amazing. And at this final presentation, final 10 minutes or so to shop for this price, leaf gray, leaf brown, we have our butterfly option, we have our hummingbirds, and then we have the multicolor floral. Over 5,000 orders have been placed. And then after we do this dirt demo, I'd love to go look at the inside inspo, because being able to trap up to 11 pounds of dirt is helpful both in and outside of your home.
Correct. Yeah, we want to keep it, let it stay inside the mat instead of inside your home. Now, just to show everyone again, it's a honeycomb design called Terra Mesh. This actually has, it has anti-fatigue capabilities, so it squishes down, super comfortable when you're standing on it. But what that means is, when dirt is on your shoes, this happens, you don't realize it's there, but it is there. When you wipe it on the doormat, what's gonna happen is your shoe is gonna go clean. But again, what we're showing here is the fact that using the white glove test, this is just a terry cloth towel. As I go like this, there's no dirt on the towel. That means it's stored it underneath instead of on top, keeping your house clean, and let all the debris stay inside the mat.
Yeah, I mean, I have light wood color floors in my kitchen, so I see everything.
Yes.
And that was one of the biggest reasons I bought these last year, because anytime we would take my dog out, Finnegan, he would just, you know, both of us, like the humans and the dog, would track in all the things from the outside. It's just the easiest way to stop that from happening.
What's funny is, with my dog Gunner, we actually put two going into the doorway, so that way it got all of his paws as he was going.
He's got a lot more paws than we
Exactly.
have, and he's a big boy.
Yes.
So we see that, and we see the protection. I'd love to be able to go. Is it cool if we go to the inside side of things? Because speaking of dogs, and cats, one of my favorite ways that I think you're going to utilize these in your own home is for the pets on the inside. And I talked about this a little bit last night, but I'd love to look at these two spaces. When I put a mat, like when you have just bowls on the floor, first of all, it doesn't look exciting. It's just kind of like they're there.
Correct.
Secondly, you will have spills. They just inevitably will happen. Now when you put the mat, it creates a